Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Riverbend Springs. We're back after last time doing a couple of cotton harvests because I didn't realize I was selling our rope as soon as we were making it. So we lucked out and got a couple of cotton harvests contracts. So made some money off of that, meaning we don't have to borrow any money today for what I was going to do. But we also put down this over here, which I threw a light down over here because it was really dark over here trying to do anything. And I can already tell this thing is going to be a pain in the butt. So it produces wood pretty fast. It's a wood greenhouse or nursery. And check this out. We already have another 6,000 wood in there. I did put a bunch of water in here before passing time to the morning. So yeah, it is it's working pretty quick. That gives us what, 10,000 wood already, and all I've done is one day. I don't expect this thing to keep up with the sawmill, but it does mean that I no longer have to cut down trees, which is my big frustration. The tree handling when it's not forestry friendly trees is not the greatest. Anyways, our plan for today is that we're going to try to get our fields turned over, and in order to do that we need two things. One is we need to spread some lime over here on, what is it, field 89, our first field, and then we can get everything cultivated, or in our case disc harrowed, to get ready for our next crop in the spring. I haven't decided what we're going to plant yet. I think it's either going to be something like sunflowers or soybeans. Maybe I'll do sorghum. I don't know. If I could do soybeans, it'll be purely a cash crop. That's literally all we can do with soybeans. Unless we had pigs. But I don't have pigs. So let's head on up to the shop. We're going to grab a lime spreader. I'm going to take it over to the cement factory, which we also have some cement stuff over there that we can sell off. I don't plan on using it. I've changed my mind about the plans for the yard. I'm just going to leave it as it is. While I would like to make some changes to it, it's going to be too much of a hassle trying to get things to work cooperatively, because this map has not received enough updates to the random placement restrictions as much as I was hoping they would get them. But yeah, there's just too many random things and bad placements that I can't fix. So we're just gonna leave the yard as it is. Besides, I'm only planning for another 2 years here anyway. Once we get through harvest of year 5, we're going to wrap things up for this map and move on to something else. Or maybe onto a whole different season, or series. I haven't decided on that one yet. I'd like to keep it onto this game because I have in mind a small scale type of farm again, kind of like we started out with on Sri Lanka. But it would be handled just a little bit differently. So this is the only one they can do lime, which is really annoying. We're going to lease this. I really don't need it. We do lime very rarely. And we'll take it over to the cement factory, where there is a lime station. Here we are. This is a lime fill station right next to the stone dredger. Go ahead and fill this up a bit. I don't know how much we're going to need. Not that expensive, so we could just take more. I have extra. We'll take 7,500-ish. I have ended our lease of the cement factory. You can see we still have a few things sitting over here. We will get those sold off at some point. I believe the museum might still need some of it. I don't remember particulars off the top of my head. But I believe we are done with roof tiles over there. The 2 we took over there, it's not going to need. I don't even know if it paid us for them, but they're there. We do still need plenty of all the wood stuff. I have started the sawmill on producing prefab walls because we only need a handful of those. I think it's like 12. And it is still producing planks, which I know we're going to need a lot of. Long planks and wood beams, it should still need plenty of. But beyond that, I don't expect us to finish the playground, just because it needs so much more. Now, I could supplement with some forestry work here and there if I feel like it, but I'm probably not going to, because as I've said, I've gotten kind of tired of forestry. I did the whole Silver Run Forest map, which that one actually I actually enjoyed it on that map because most of it is designed for forestry. This map is not. So, yeah. Let's get over here. Let's get our lime underway. I think there was actually a patch in this field that needed more lime. Oh yeah, we have bales over here to sell. I haven't looked at when we need to sell stuff. So when is our best time to sell things? Our nice stock checker here will let us know. So November for eggs. Yeah, we already sold that. Goat milk. We are coming up on everything from here down. So the straw we can sell in January. It is actually currently close to that max price. We can sell the wood chips in January, and we've got quite a bit of wood chips. We got plenty of that. And what was the other stuff we had? So like the cement bags and stuff, we'll take them over there when we actually get close to the price, which will be in March. That'll actually get us even more than what the max prices are. Which, as you can see, it's already over max price on both of them. But we get even more way beyond that. We have our mushrooms in February. And rope will be in March as well. Tree saplings, no selling point available. I have to... Oh, those are on the tree planter. I forgot about that. I want to look at this real quick. Rope. Or out of wool, so we can shut that off. Cotton knit, still got plenty of that going. The sawmill is, yeah, running on planks and prefab walls. Got a lot of little bits and pieces in here. But it's still got plenty of wood in there. The wood production has lots of seed and fertilizer. So it has burned through a lot of that seed. And is really low on water. I'll have to fill that up at some point today. But it fills up really fast on wood chips. I'd like to be able to set wood chips to sell, but that's not a feature anymore. Mushroom greenhouse. Yeah, that one's good. Don't need to do much there. I was saying, there's a spot on this field that I don't think got limed all the way. Isn't that right? Yeah, this little spot. Like right in the middle of the field. So if I come out here, yeah, we're going like, yeah, it's right there. That should cover almost all of it. That didn't work. Okay, well, yeah, it was worth a shot. That was like 50 liters of lime. Anyways, let's go up to the other field up here. And let's get field 89 covered in lime. I hope I have enough lime to make it to the end of the field. I'm not gonna have enough. Seriously! I kind of hate how much lime it takes to cover a field. It's pretty ridiculous. But I can stretch it a little. Will it be enough? Probably not. No, it's not going to be enough. God dang it. Well, whatever I don't cover, we're just going to leave it alone. Because I am not driving all the way back over there for like 50 liters of lime. There. I'm just leaving it like that. Next time, I'm just filling this whole thing up if I need to. Anyways. Back up to the shop. We're going to go buy ourselves a new cultivator, or disc harrow rather. And we're going to get our fields turned over and ready for the spring. Now, the next couple of months are going to be nothing but selling things off, so I might mash it all up into one video. And we don't have anything to do. I need to figure out when we want to plant things. I have already decided, too, that we're going to buy a truck. And the reasoning why is because of the wood greenhouse. We're going to have so many pallets to move there because there are only 1,000 per pallet. And that thing is already producing a good amount for half a day. Yeah, that's already produced over 11,000 in a day. In less than a day. So we're going to have to figure out a good method of moving those around, which I decided is going to be a truck and a large flatbed trailer. But that means we need a forklift with it, and I've got just the item for the job. When I say I have just the item for the job, this is what I mean. These are a nice set of equipment that we're going to go for this one. It's a nice, simple flatbed. And on the back of it, you'll see this little Load King piece on it. That will allow us to attach this forklift, which will mount onto the back of the trailer and will go with it, which is super nice. I wanted this in 19 or 22, 19 and 22, and I never got it in either of them, but we got it here. So we're going to look into getting one of these, as well as this flatbed trailer and a truck, but we're going to have to make some money to do that because just those alone is over $70,000, and we're not quite there. For today, we're going to spend some money on this guy. And I think we've used this one a couple times already, but it's officially going to be ours. We no longer have to lease it. Let's take this back up to the fields, and we can start getting all our fields harrowed, cultivated, however you want to call it. It would help if I line myself up. Hopefully this can pick this up without too much trouble. It doesn't like it, but it's doing it. I will swing by the farm and pick up our weight. So this isn't swinging around too much on the fields. I threw a cone across the road. Oh, this is going to be fun to get back to the farm. But we're going to use this guy to get all of our fields turned over. As ridiculous as it seems, I might move this to the front. I think the back does better with keeping itself down. But no. I will get us over there, get our weight attached, and we can get ourselves started on cultivating our fields. So, you know what? While we're over here, before we do this, let's look at our calendar to see what we're actually planting and when. So our thought was soybeans or something like that. So soybeans will be planted in April at the earliest. We could do something like sunflowers, which means March. But I would need a different header to harvest that. If I do sorghum, I would get an early harvest out of that, which I could then turn around and maybe throw, I don't know, some of this in there to get it ready for maybe another round of cotton. I don't know. I haven't decided. The soybeans might be our best bet for just some money. We do have sugarcane. Not gonna happen. Sugarcane is a pain in the butt. But let's see if... Oh, we're gonna have some snow later. Let's see if we can do... I might do the sorghum. Just because it's got an earlier harvest time, so I'm not sitting around not doing things. Oh yeah, let's look at getting our fields turned over for today. Because that is our big task. And then I can look at figuring out how we're going to go about selling everything. Because if I'm going to get that truck, I want to get it early on. So I might pull the money out, buy the truck, and then start selling everything with the truck. And then pay off the money that we borrowed. Which we should make all of it back in one day and then some. But it'll definitely come in handy for moving the wood from the nursery. Can I, like, put that on the ground? Yes. I'm cultivating the road, but this thing doesn't want to stay down. Okay. I got this. Let me go grab our weight and we'll get started on cultivating. Tractor just bogging down for no reason. Oh, we're here making our last pass on field 78. Had to look at that. This completes our cultivating for the year, which means as soon as we're done here, we can wrap things up for the day, because there's really not a lot to do in December for our farm. So our animals still have food. The sawmill is still running on wood. I will get the wood greenhouse filled up with water again. But for the most part, we really don't have anything else to do until planting time, except for selling stuff and taking care of the animals and greenhouses. So that should not take us too much at work to do. And with that, we're done. Come check out our goats here. We have goat milk. How are y'all doing? They look happy. Offspring in 4 months. Are they eating meadow grass and not their grass? Or not their food? There's a bug with some of these that they do that. And evidently it hasn't been corrected. I don't know. They've got plenty of food. They've got meadow grass. I don't think I'm going to worry about them anytime soon. I don't remember putting 11,000 in there, though. I think this is empty. Yeah, this is empty. No, it's got 4,500 liters in it. Well, too bad I can't put a cover on that and protect it from the snow, but oh well. Our goats are happy. Our sheep should be plenty happy. They've got a bale or two over there, I believe. And they won't have any problems with that. Our chickens have plenty of food. I can always feed them over here in the yard. But yeah, we're out of things to do. Well, I'm going to go ahead and spend some time throwing water over there in the greenhouse for the next, I don't know, 6 in-game hours, because holy cow does that thing go through water. I put water in it before the end of the last video, and it managed to go through all of that water by the time I finished those cotton contracts. So yeah, this thing goes through water like crazy. I think... Where's my car? Where is the car? Oh, is it at the museum? Did I leave it there when I logged out? Yeah, it's at the museum. I was planning to go up there anyways. So maybe if we buy the truck, I can buy a larger water tank. I do like this one here for the greenhouse right here. It really doesn't take that much water. But I can get a bigger one to keep the greenhouse filled. It'll still come back over here, get filled up, and then taken over there. But we won't be doing any of that stuff until next time. That's be it for this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. I will see you guys next time.